Welcome back to the Slay Your Day podcast. Today we are diving into healthy holiday habits for high achievers. Now, if you're anything like me, when the holidays come along, it is just one more thing that you are adding to your plate. On top of business, on top of family, on top of errands, on top of self-care, on top of all of the things that we are already going after as high achievers. And in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips that I have on healthy habits for high achievers during the holiday season, because things get even crazier during the holidays. And I think that it's really important to maintain our health and our wellness and our well-being, our self-care as a crucial aspect for sustaining this high performance at work, at home, and especially during the holiday season, because it can be a beautiful time to be with friends and with family and really take advantage of this beautiful time that we get together. But if you're not in the right headspace, if you feel like you are overwhelmed, if you feel like it's just extra added pressure now, then it doesn't get to be as enjoyable. So I wanted to share with you my tips on how I thrive through the holiday season, on how I absolutely love this time that I get with my family because we're together more. We go visit family in California. We have family that comes to visit us here in Florida. So it's just a beautiful time of being together with family. And again, as you run your business and are maybe traveling with the kids, I want to share with you some of the tips that I have that allow me to really tap into sustaining that high performance, even though there's other distractions, even though there's time off from work and probably travel and a lot of new things that you are kind of just implementing into your daily routine or schedule that don't typically happen if you were just on your regular schedule when it wasn't a holiday. So let's dive into these holiday habits, these healthy holiday habits for high achievers. So number 1, my first tip is for you is structured scheduling. So you've heard me say this before, that you've got to prioritize and plan your days. And this includes your work tasks, but it also includes now your holiday activities and rest and self-care and what you're doing with the kids. Like there's so much more now that's going to go into this schedule that you really want to make sure that you are prioritizing and planning ahead of time if you can. I know for me that when we travel, I try and get like the activities that we're doing, the things that we're doing ahead of time. So I know when I'm going to have time to work. I know when I'm with the kids. And usually during the holidays, especially for traveling, I'm way more plugged out of the business than I am, typically on a day-to-day. So it's really important for me to identify the times that I am going to have for work, especially if there's a time change, right? Like if you're going from East Coast to West Coast or vice versa, it's really important to just like get down that structured schedule. And also a tip here would be to use time blocking and allocate specific times just for different activities. It could be your activities with the kids. It could be for your work calls or your emails or for working out, moving your body. But this is going to ensure that you have the structure to get all the things done that you need to get done. And you're not beating yourself up because you didn't get something done, or you're feeling anxious or nervous, or just like you're not meeting deadlines, or, just the regular typical day-to-day things that need to get done during your work week. And now it's the holidays and it's not getting done. Just to enjoy the holidays, but also have that structure. And what I want to do is encourage you to do 2 things. Number 1, I have a free download. If you head over to sandraglandt.com/big money, I'm going to give you this free download, and it's 5 steps to strategically grow your business, work less and make more, so you can enjoy this time with your family, so you can enjoy whether it's a holiday, whether it's a vacation or maternity leave, wherever you may be at this season of your life. This is going to show you how to move the ball forward strategically, so you don't feel like you can't take a vacation or you can't take time off to be with your kids or go to a soccer game or a recital or any of these things that really give us freedom and that we enjoy doing, and not feeling like you have to be chained to your business 24/7. So I hope you go grab that link, again, sandraglandt.com/big money. Go check that out. Also, another quick tip is there's a video that I did that I wanted to share with you. You should go check that out after this video, which is called 8 Mistakes You're Making When Planning Your Day. That will also be very helpful as you navigate through setting up your day and planning the day through the holiday season. So go check that video out as well. Number 2, my second healthy habit for high achievers during the holidays is, it's kind of twofold: mindful eating and regular exercise. So I don't know about you, but for me, I'm very structured for my workouts. Monday through Friday, I get up at 5 a.m. I work out, I move my body, I drink my water. I am very mindful about what I'm putting into my body. So enjoy the holidays. There's a lot of treats, there's a lot of extra sweets, but balance that or offset that with other healthy choices. So if you know you're going to have a big Thanksgiving dinner, then probably go get your workout in first thing in the morning. Don't have a bunch of sweets leading up to Thanksgiving. Drink your water, get your body moving, and pay attention to the portion sizes that you're eating. I know for me, I typically tend to fill my plate with a bunch of salad, a bunch of veggies, and not veggies filled with heavy cream and a bunch of sugar. I mean, real veggies, like your green veggies, your broccolis, your green beans, things that are really going to be good for you, and get yourself a good portion size of the healthy proteins and veggies. And then, pick and choose where you're going to indulge. Maybe don't go for the bread basket if you want the dessert, or don't go for the dessert if you want to have the cocktail. Pick and choose where you are going to show up and where you want to, indulge a little bit for the holidays. And in doing so with your portions and making sure you're prioritizing your protein and your veggies and your water over your sweets is really going to help with your overall energy levels and just giving you, time to spend with family and not just like a couch potato sitting on the couch watching football or scrolling social media, after you have dinner. So get out there, move your body, get your regular exercise in, mindful eating, be mindful about what you're eating, pick the right foods that are going to fuel your body, not that just are going to have you ending up on a couch wanting to take a nap after you eat. So that's really, really important. I used to be in the health and wellness space. So for me, I'm just very, very aware about how foods and just naturally my body, I feel it, how they affect my body. I completely stay away from gluten. I don't do dairy. I did start incorporating more red meat into my diet because I felt like my body was needing that. But I love just really going from breakfast, lunch, and dinner and kind of tapering off my meals of how big they are. So breakfast, I have a larger meal. Lunch is kind of moderate. And then dinner, I try to just only go for the protein and veggies in a little bit smaller of an amount and just lots of water. So try to lead with that. Try to lead with the mindful eating and the regular exercise, and you should be good to go. And then another bonus that I have for you here is I want you to check out on my Amazon store. It's called Fitness Favorites, and I have everything from my fitness gear, and this is also good gear for traveling. Obviously you're not going to be bringing bulky weights, on vacation or traveling with you. I have the bands that I love. I have the little ankle weights that I use that are great for traveling. So these little things can also make a big difference in when you're off schedule, when you're not getting your typical workout times and things like that. So it's really important to have the right tools, to have the right equipment. So when you are traveling, you don't feel like you don't have an option and you just say, I'm not going to work out. I'll just do it when I get back home. And then you're really off. You're a week into not moving your body or working out. And then my final tip on this point about mindful eating and regular exercise is if you absolutely cannot find a gym, get into a gym or your regular workout routine, just make sure you're moving your body more. Get outside, go for a bike ride with the kids, go for a walk, go for a run. There's always ways to incorporate it into your lifestyle. So do that because something is better than nothing. And then on top of that, again, just be cautious and aware of the portion sizes, what you're eating, the sweets, the sugars versus your protein and your veggies. So that's my 2 cents on mindful eating and regular exercise. Tip number 3 that I have for you for healthy holiday habits for high achievers, because look, you wouldn't be listening to this unless you were a high achiever, is effective delegation. Now, today I do have a team. I have a team that supports me across the board with my clients, with my scheduling, with my content, with my social media and my posting and reposting and all of the things. But delegation is really important. I actually just did a video on this. You can go check it out. It's called 10 Must Delegate Tasks for Busy Mompreneurs. So you definitely want to go check out that video as well. But delegate where possible. If you can even map this out ahead of time, like my team and I sit down at the end of the month that we're currently in to plan for the month that we're going into, to talk about what's coming up. Promos, specials, launches, anything that they would need to know. And we plan all of this out ahead of time. So what I'll say to you is, if you know that there's going to be a certain period of time, days or weeks that you're out of the office or just like not in your regular schedule, you can apply this delegation to something or someone as simple as a VA, a virtual assistant, if you don't have a team member. And even take it a step further, if you don't have a VA and you don't have time to hire one like real quick before the holidays, what you can do is use AI. You can use the different AI technologies to help with the planning and the scheduling of tasks and recurring tasks and posting that are going to help to free up your time. So you can apply this both professionally and personally. I even look at delegation as like, what do I need to get done for the holidays? Do I need to buy presents, wrap presents, get extra presents for extended family, co-workers, anything extra? Because again, this is for high achievers, specifically for having a healthy holiday season. I would look ahead and I would be looking at, what do I know I'm going to need? Like, what am I going to anticipate that I am going to need in my business? Or maybe I need a certain dress for, like a business party, like a holiday party. Or maybe we're traveling and I need certain outfits. Like, how can I plan that out ahead of time? Like any of this extra stuff that's not your typical day-to-day, plan this out accordingly. Like, what's the high priority? How can I get these things just planned and prepped so I'm not waiting until the last minute? And that's going to give you peace of mind. Again, you can do this in your business, but you can also do this just in the day-to-day stuff, whether it's, planning out your dry cleaning, whether it's getting the kids' outfits ready for like a holiday photo shoot. I mean, there's so many things that come to mind for me when I think about the holidays. Doing holiday photos with the kids, getting their clothes and getting them prepped for that, sending out holiday cards, getting presents, wrapping presents. I mean, going to different events, making sure I have the right clothes and the hair and the makeup and all these things. So again, I'm just kind of like sharing with you all of the things that typically happen during the holiday season and then don't happen during the rest of the year. So anticipate what's coming. And if you can do that, you're going to take a lot of the pressure off of yourself and you're going to set yourself up for success so you can effectively delegate or set your systems into place that you need to ahead of time. Healthy habit number 4 for my high achievers. This is going to be a great one. So I want you to really pay attention here. Oh, and also, by the way, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, Sandi Glandt. This is the Slay Your Day channel, but you can find me on YouTube at Sandi Glandt and then all the platforms at Sandi Glandt. But if you're watching this on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. That is kind of like the tip jar, right? This is like the little tip that you're putting into the jar that says, I want to see more of this content. I like this content. And you can even comment below and let me know which one of these 5 tips you are going to implement as a high achiever, as a high performer for the holidays. So again, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it so much. This community is growing every single day and you are a part of this journey. So I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you for being here, because when I show up and I make this content and I hear from you and I hear how much it impacts you and affects you and it helps you, it makes me feel so good. This is my passion. This is my purpose. So the fact that I hear from you, I see the comments, I see the like buttons and who's subscribing, I really, really appreciate that. And I just can't thank you enough for being here. Okay, so tip number 4, this is network in an effective and a smart way, right? So use the holiday seasons. We're doing so much networking. There's holiday parties that we're going to, there's gatherings, there's get-togethers, there's just so much opportunity for networking during the holidays. So choose what events align with you personally, professionally, and what are these events that you have a meaningful connection to, and go show up, like join that group. show up in that community, right? And join organizations and communities that align with, this is really, really important. So I'm going to say it twice. So join organizations and communities that align with not where you are, but where you want to go. And I want to take this opportunity now to extend an invite into the High Performance Accelerator Academy. This is an academy where you're going to get a community of high performers. I mean, it's literally in our name. It's in the title of the program, where you're going to get around other high performers, high achievers who are going for big. They are going for great. They are getting out of their comfort zones. They're connecting, they're collaborating. And this is really where you're going to learn the systems, strategy, and support, and get the support on how to take all of these different systems and tools and technologies and implement them into your business so you can have time freedom. That's what we all want. I know I want to have time freedom to be with my spouse, to be with my husband, to be with my kids, to have self-care time, to work out, feel good, have that flexibility and freedom. And that's why I want to invite you into the High Performance Accelerator Academy. I have a very special link for you. It's only for this week, and because you're here listening to this podcast episode. So if you go to sandraglandt.com, so www.sandraglandt.com/HPAA special, you will get a very special holiday Black Friday, Cyber Monday discount for being a part of this community. So I want to welcome all those high performers into this community, because these are your people. This is your tribe, where you're going to be with other people who get it, who understand what is high performance. How do I do this every single day and incorporate this into my lifestyle? So I'm extending that invitation to you. I cannot wait to have you in our community, in the High Performance Accelerator Academy community. And again, go check out that link, www.sandraglandt.com/HPAA special. Come in, share your business, network, collaborate. This is what this community is meant for. Okay, tip number 5 to have a healthy holiday season that is going to create healthy holiday habits for you, especially for you high achievers, is setting boundaries. So setting clear boundaries between work and personal time. It's going to be so easy to fall back into work while you're on a vacation or while you're taking holiday time off. So by setting clear boundaries with yourself first and foremost, because you have to know, you got to know where you're showing up, what you're saying yes and no to, before you can even express that to a team member, to a client, to a colleague. You have to know that first. So set those clear boundaries between work and your personal time, and that's going to help to manage expectations and allow for quality time with your family, with your friends, and all these beautiful places that you get to show up during the holiday season. So again, set the boundaries. I'm giving you permission to set the boundaries. You should do this. You should be doing this regardless of the holidays or not. You should have boundaries when it comes to your business. You should have boundaries when it comes to your time, personally, professionally, because this is what's going to allow you to do all those beautiful things that you want to do, change the world, make it a better place, and show up in an impactful and powerful way. And a bonus that I want to share with you, a bonus number 6, technically, for healthy holiday habits for high achievers, is a reflective process. So what does that mean? This is spending time reflecting on this year's achievements. 2023 for me, I don't know about you. You can comment below and let me know. 2023 went by in like a blink of an eye. I feel like we just got into the new year and all of a sudden it's gone. Like 2024 is practically here. So I want you to look back on your last year, on your previous year's achievements, and set goals for the new year. This is going to provide you with a sense of accomplishment and direction, and it's also going to help you to forecast what's coming in 2024. What went well, but also here's the extra tip. I want you to focus on what you want to improve. Like what didn't go so well that you were like, this was a goal of mine. I fell short. How can I achieve this if this is still the goal going into the new year? So that's really important. I'm also going to do an entire new episode on goal setting going into the new year. That's coming soon. But for today, these are the tips that I wanted to share with you for healthy holiday habits for high achievers, you are going out there, you are setting big goals, you are doing big things. And honestly, as a high achiever, it's really hard to turn it off. It's really hard to turn it off during the holidays or special occasions because we're always striving for more. We're always going for more, like the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. But one thing that I want to remind you of is that these special moments, even the little everyday moments, as well as the big holidays, right? Your big holidays that you celebrate with family, like there is time for that grind and the hustle. There is time for that, but there's also time to turn it off, be with family, reflect on what we're grateful for. That's what this holiday season is all about. Help others. So I really hope that these tips help you to navigate how to kind of just like, continue your high performance, continue that high performance mindset, but also have a healthy holiday season. Healthy season with boundaries, healthy season with the food and the fuel that you're putting into your body with friends and with family. Because at the end of the day, those are going to be the things, the fuel that we put into our bodies, the friends, the family, the memories, the moments. That's what we're going to remember. We're not going to remember like what email we sent out or like what phone call we took. Like that's all going to happen anyway. But just the gift of being present, the gift of being in the moment and sharing this time with your family. Maybe you don't live as close to your family like me. My family mostly lives in Pennsylvania. This is like a time that I get to spend at the holiday season with them that I don't typically get day to day. So I hope that you can find just an extra sense of comfort during this time with these tips. I'm going to go over them one more time just so we can recap. So the tips that I have for you for healthy holiday habits for high achievers are structured scheduling, mindful eating and regular exercise, effective delegation, network smarter, network strategically, set boundaries. And then my bonus tip for you was this reflective process and looking back and give yourself that sense of accomplishment. Where did you get this year? Where do you want to go? Set those goals for next year. And then you're going to be able to close out this year so strong and with having a sense of accomplishment. So I hope these tips were able to help you. And by incorporating these habits into your holiday routine, you're going to be able to enjoy yourself. You're going to be able to be in the moment, be with family without compromising your professional goals, your self-care, and your sanity. I can't wait to hear from you. Comment below. Let me know which tip was your favorite. Now go out there and slay your day. I'll see you next time.